Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog. In today's video, I'm going to unbox some recent purchases, giving you guys some sneak peeks into some new things that I'm working on for my business. We're going to try out a new candle wax. We're even going to pour some testers and I'm going to tell you what I think about it so far. And I have some really important updates to share with you guys. If you're interested, stick around. Hey guys, welcome back for another video. I know I look crusty and dusty right now, but I literally just woke up. Y'all, I have some quick updates for you guys. Okay, first of all, I passed my licensing exam. So for those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that I am currently in school to become a marriage and family therapist. I major in clinical psychology with a concentration in marriage and family therapy, and I am getting ready to graduate. And part of that process for me is sitting for the state board and taking my exam so that upon graduation I can have my license to practice as a clinician. And y'all, I took the test in December and I passed. I know y'all, I passed. So I'm so happy that that monkey is off my back, okay? So that is that. And because I have been preparing for my test, like when I was studying for my test, I was doing nothing. My focus was just on preparing for that licensing exam because it's expensive, y'all. The test itself, the registration process cost me about $600. And I was like, you know what? I want to pass it the first time so I don't have to come up off that money again. So I just really wanted to focus all of my energy and attention on preparing for that test. And so during that time, I was doing nothing for my business. So y'all, my shelves are literally empty, okay? I'm sold out of almost all my body butters. I only have 2 body butters, and people have been messaging me and asking me when I'm restocking. And my candles, all of my like core line is sold out. Like I have nothing, so I need to restock my inventory. So that's of course on the agenda. And yeah, okay. And I'm just now coming off of what I call a migraine attack. So all week, you know, my intention was to kind of like hit the ground running in the beginning of the year, and just kind of get things in place. I was on track to do that. I launched the 1216 Creative Studio, where I am providing content for other small business owners and makers and DIYers. So I have some label templates there. I have a step-by-step guide to making coconut apricot wax candles in straight sided jars like I do for my business. I have all those things on my site. So that was one of the things I really wanted to do, is start getting into digital products. And so I've started that. So I started off like doing good, and then I got sick and then I got migraines, okay? And I have literally been in the bed, barely able to function, and this is the first day that I feel okay. So I'm still kind of recovering from a migraine attack. That's what I call them. And for those of you who suffer from migraines, you know that they can last for days. Like my migraine, I've had pretty much a migraine for about 4 days, okay? And then coming down off of that migraine attack is just, you know, it's a process. You know, my body feels tired and achy, and anyway, that's not important. I'm feeling better. That's what I'm getting at, okay? So I have a lot of things I need to catch up on. A lot of things around the house I need to do, and a lot of things for my business I need to do. And so, yeah, we're just going to get into that. I'm going to take you guys along with me. I miss you guys. I hope you guys have been well. Thank you guys for all of your support, your comments and stuff on my other videos. I truly appreciate it. And I'm just really happy to be back recording. So let's get the day started. Y'all, today it is Sunday. It's several days later. I don't even remember when I last turned on the camera. I think it was like Thursday No, it was Friday. It was Friday and today is Sunday. So I have some packages over here I want to unbox with you guys because I've been saving them to share with you guys. Most of these packages I have not even opened yet. So I'm gonna start by sharing with you guys the things that I've already kind of like taken a peek at. Nothing major. So I ordered off of Amazon some vitamin E oil because I ran out of the one that I normally use, that I normally purchase from Lotion Crafter. And so I needed some quick because I need to restock my body butters, and I am very particular about the type of vitamin E oil I use. I use mixed tocopherols, and so I got this off of Amazon. I didn't think I was gonna find the vitamin E oil that I was looking for. Let me make sure. Yeah, it should be like a dark amber color. This is the stuff you want in your skincare and body care products, not vitamin E acetate. You want tocopherols, okay? This is the good stuff, okay? So if you're interested, I'll link this in my Amazon store so that you guys can buy it. This is 2 ounces and it was pretty reasonably priced. Tocopherols are pretty expensive, but on the other side of that, you only need a very small percentage in your formula. So usually my usage rate is usually at 0.5 or 1%. So this will last me for a while. Okay, so this next package I have right here is from sheetlabels.com. So I share with you guys that I'm coming out with a new collection of candles. I was hoping to have them ready and launched by the beginning of the year, but with me preparing for my licensing exam, finishing out my classes, and y'all, it was just all the things were happening at one time. I wasn't able to put as much time and energy into it as I needed to have them ready for a January launch, but it's okay. It's okay. We not tripping. We gonna keep it moving. But for these new candles, they're gonna have a totally different look from the candles in my my standard collection. And so I wanted to try some textured labels. If you guys have been watching my videos and you've seen my process of making candles and making my labels, I make my own textured labels using double-sided like sticker sheet paper, as well as textured cardstock, and I make them myself, but that's pretty time consuming, pretty tedious, and I'm trying to lower the amount of time it takes for me to make some of these products, because my goal this year is to get into wholesale. And so if I can kind of streamline some of the things that I'm doing and make it an easier process, then that's what I want to do. And so I'm on the hunt to find some textured labels that fit the aesthetic that I'm looking for. So this is what I have. These are, so let's see. So this is how they come. I ordered, how many did I order? I think I ordered 10 sheets. It doesn't even say. So let's open them up. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, so here is the sticker paper and the sides of the labels. As you can see, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I can't tell if you guys can see on camera, but it's not white. It's like an off-white kind of creamy color, and it's not as textured as my current candle labels. I don't have one close by, and I'm too lazy to get up and get one. But my current labels, dang it, I done got one dirty. My current labels that I make myself, the paper is thick because it's cardstock. It's very textured, it's raised. And this is not giving that same vibe. I don't know. I'm gonna test it out and I'm gonna see what I think, and I'll let y'all know. So that is that. Next thing is my package from Vistaprint. Y'all, I ordered this so long ago. I redesigned my candle care cards, and I also redesigned my thank you cards. So yeah, I think that's what that is. Okay, so I have this one, and this one. All right, I'm gonna start off. I think, okay, yeah, these are my business cards. Okay, and I designed all of my own stuff on Canva. My labels, all of my marketing material, everything I do it myself on Canva. And so here are my business cards. I am very simple, minimalistic person. I like nice and clean. So here's my business card. So those came out nice per usual. The only thing I changed on my business card this time is the color here. I just made that like a nice tan color. The little accents on my design. So happy with my business cards. And these are my thank you cards. So when I order my thank you cards, if you order from Vistaprint, and if you've never tried the soft touch paper, I highly recommend you try the soft touch paper. It is so nice and luxurious. It is a little bit extra, but in my opinion, it's worth it. It just makes the cards feel much nicer and luxurious. So it feels so soft. It's almost like velvet. So here is the front of the card, and as you can see, I have my logo in the back. And then I have a coupon code on there for people who purchase. And then here is the other side of the card with a little message to my customers. And as you can see, I have it dear, and then I write the name of the customer there. All of my social media is down here. And then on this side right here, I have a QR code where you can read our story and learn a little bit more about the business. So yeah, so that is that. I changed my candle care cards a lot. Okay, I like it. So this is what the front looks like. Candle care card, and it says be a good candle mom or dad. And it has the candle care instructions. And then on the back, this is something new. It says what makes 1216 candles special. And then I just used the back of this card to kind of give some highlights about my products, why they're special in comparison to big box brands, and what I think is special about my candles. And so this is it. So just a little blurb about what makes us special, and then the candle care instructions. I'm really happy with how this came out. I will say though that in the future, these are 4x6 or 6x4 is the size. I will say that in the future I want to make these smaller. So yeah, I'll probably try to make these smaller in the future. But y'all, that soft touch paper just adds such a luxurious element to the cards. It makes them not feel cheap, and you know, I just like the extra touch that it gives. And of course, what entrepreneur doesn't order from Amazon on the regular? Because I have another Amazon box here. Okay, so I'm excited about what's in this box because I'm working on something new. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I'm going to share this with you on the channel here. But here's some supplies that I bought. Yeah, these are sublimation blanks. I'm really excited about these. So I'll be sharing with you guys what I'm going to do with these for the business and future videos. I think that's all that came in here. Oh, awesome. And then transfer paper. Yeah, transfer paper and these blanks. So yeah, excited about that. Jesus, do they want me to open the box? Okay. Y'all, they sent me this big old box for this. Amazon, we gotta do better. But these right here are safety goggles. They're supposed to fit over my glasses, and my frames are pretty big, so we're about to try them out right now. And it comes with a cleaning cloth, which is nice. Here are the safety goggles. They come in different colors. And let's see. Okay. We rocking. Okay. I like that the protective covering extends to the corner of the eye. And the arms, I think, are they're retractable. So yeah, I like that. Adjustable. Okay. So you guys are probably like, okay, Princess, what's up with the safety goggles? So I plan to add soaps, cold processed soaps, to my business this year. So I got some safety goggles, okay? Because you don't want to be soaping. Yeah, I said B. You don't want to be soaping without protecting your eyes. Yeah. So I got these to wear for safety when I start soaping. And of course, I'm going to share that with you guys. I've been doing a lot of research and everything. So, and I already have my soaping supplies. I already have the stuff. So, yeah. So that's what I got. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to share as far as my unboxing is concerned. I think that's all I have. You know, today's the 22nd, January the 22nd, and I've been like taking my time getting started on, you know, getting back into making products. These last, I don't know, 5-6 months have been just really stressful for me. So, you know, I wanted to ease back into all of this for 12/16, you know, and I wanted to do it in my own time. So I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing. Over these past couple years, when it comes to my business, I've always felt like I had to rush because I never had enough time. And that left me with not being able to complete, you know, ideas and to bring concepts to life that I've been thinking about. I have so many things that I have written down in my business journal that I've never been able to bring to fruition because I've never had the time, or I've rushed. I started, not been able to finish. And this year in 2023, we're not doing that, right? We're not doing that at all. So I really wanted to like take a step back and, you know, kind of look at my business through a different lens and determine, am I telling my story the way I want to tell my story? Am I reaching the customer that I really want to reach? Are my products lining up with the story that I want to tell? And it's all of that feeding into my passion and my purpose. And so in looking at it that way, that all of this is feeding into my passion and my purpose, it makes it easier for me to take a step back because I want to do it right. I want to not rush, and I just want to do it right. And so, you know, for any of you who are out there who feel like, you know, you're not catching ground on your business or your ideas in the way that you thought that you would or want to, that's okay. Take your time. You know, if it's truly your dream and if it's truly your passion, if you truly feel like this aligns with your purpose, it's going to happen in nobody else's time but the right time, whatever God's timing is. And that's kind of like where I'm at. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. At first I was like, I gotta have my new collection out at the beginning of the year. I have to, but why? Because if I'm putting pressure on myself and I'm stressing myself out about, you know, keeping a launch date that I'm not going to be able to meet, letting myself down, it's not fun anymore. Then it becomes stressful. So I'm just really taking my time, pacing myself, giving myself the opportunity to be creative and to enjoy the creative process, to do all the testing. I don't want to rush anything. And then again, just taking a step back from my business and making sure it's fitting the story that I wanted to tell, because people connect to your brand through your story. And that's really something that I've always felt that God has led me to do, is to like really tell my story through my business. And so, yeah, I'm looking at how I'm doing that and how I can do that better. So with that being said, you guys, I almost forgot. I'm going to be starting another business. This business is directly connected to my professional my professional future. As you guys know, I talk about it all the time. I am a therapist. I can say that now. I'm a therapist. You know, I just have to complete 2 more classes. And then I'm done. I've already passed my licensing exam. I've gotten all of my clinical hours through my internship and practicum. Literally, I'm just riding a wave until I'm done with these last little handful of classes. And then your girl is going to be a licensed marriage and family therapist, providing clinical services to families, couples, individuals. And I'm so honored and so blessed. Like, I can't even believe it. But I chose not to document that process on this channel. So if that's something that you're interested in following, and you're interested in seeing me kind of go through that journey, I will be repurposing my old vlog channel for that. I'll leave a link to that channel in the description box below. So feel free to, you know, subscribe if you want to. On that channel, I'll be sharing my journey of finishing up my process as a marriage and family therapy graduate, intern, and student. I will be documenting my process of starting my business. I'll be sharing practical therapeutic strategies and tips that the, you know, regular schmegular person can incorporate in their lives for their own personal development and for the improvement of their own personal relationships, whether it be romantic, friendships, business, professional. So I'll be sharing just therapeutic tips for the regular person who wants to incorporate those things into improving their life. And then for anyone who is interested in becoming a marriage and family therapist, I'll be sharing like tips and, you know, information about how to get into grad school, passing the licensing exam, just all that stuff. And so I'll be sharing that process and that journey over there. So if you guys are interested in following me in that journey over there, then I'll leave the link to it in the description box below. Okay guys, so right now what I'm about to do is pour some testers for my signature line. When I launch my candles, I only launch with 3 scents. I have PJs and Cartoons, Blooming, and Woosah. So those are the 3 scents that I launched with, and I'm ready to expand my signature line. So I've actually been testing these fragrances. I have already tested the scent throw of these fragrances in coconut apricot wax, but I have really fallen in love with the coconut, the designer coconut wax from 1617, the number 3 wax. I've really fallen in love with it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna talk to you guys about it while I'm making these candles, but I like it a lot. So I really would like to switch over to this wax, but there's still some things that I'm trying to kind of get a grasp of to see that if I can tweak my original candle formula to modify it to this candle wax. So that's what I've been working on. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started making some of these testers. I have my scale right here. Y'all can't see it because of the camera angle. But I love coconut apricot wax, okay? But what I have found in working with this number 3 wax is that the scent throw with this number 3 wax is much stronger. The cold throw develops way quicker and it's way stronger than coconut apricot wax. And again, I use the Cedar Serica wax, not the wax from Makesy. Makesy has its own blend. I use Cedar Serica, okay? This is just the regular standard coconut apricot wax. And this is the coconut number 3. It's very creamy. It's an off-white, it has like a little bit of a yellowy tint to it, which I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. I'm not one of those people who are obsessed with having a completely pure creamy white wax. I'm more concerned with the performance of wax than the color, because honestly, some fragrance oils you add to your wax are going to change the color of the wax anyway. So I don't be tripping about stuff like that. But anyway, back to what I like. And I'm going to do a full compare compare and contrasting video about these two waxes, but I'm just kind of giving you guys my thoughts and opinions as of right now. So in testing, so my go-to fragrance oil to test new waxes and wicks in jar combinations is this one right here. This is the Vanilla Ambrette fragrance oil from the Flaming Candle. Y'all, that fragrance oil will throw you out the house, okay? It throws so strong. I've tested it in multiple waxes, and every wax I've tested it in, baby, she has performed. So if a wax and a wick and jar combo can't throw that fragrance oil, then something is wrong. I tested this wax in my 16-ounce straight-sided jars first, and then I tested it in my 8-ounce straight-sided jars at 10%, which is what I usually use with coconut apricot wax. And y'all, I couldn't take it. The candle burned for 30 minutes, and I had to blow it out because it was so strong. My little 8-ounce jars lit up my living room, my dining room, and my kitchen. It was so strong I couldn't take it. So yeah, I have kind of figured that with this wax, you don't need as high of a fragrance load. So with these testers that I'm doing today, I'm going to lower the fragrance load to 9%. I could probably do 8%, but I'm only going to do 9%. And I want to see what difference that makes. So one of the other things I've also noticed with this wax is that when it gets mid to low jar, it can start to soot, okay? The top of the jar, it burns okay. But once you get to the middle, like the lower, like I want to say the last third of the candle, it starts to soot. And I don't like that, okay? I like my candles to burn clean all the way down. I don't want no soot. I don't want no black smoke. I have perfected my process with coconut apricot wax in my vessels and my fragrance load to where my candles burn clean all the way down. And I want that with this wax. If I can't get that with this wax, then I'm just going to stick with my coconut apricot wax and just call it a day. Another thing that was really appealing to me about this wax is that it has a shorter curing time. On their website, it says 7 to 10 days. And I noticed a like bomb cold throw, like 24 hours or a couple hours after the candle has set. Like literally that Vanilla Ambrette candle that I first made, baby, that thing was sitting in my living room. The candle was not even lit, and it had my whole living room smelling. Like I didn't even need to light that candle for it to throw off scent in my house. So I was really, really impressed by that. And so I really like this wax. My only thing is I want it to burn clean. I've also been testing it with wood wicks. Don't like how it burns with wood wicks. Some people say, well, it hasn't burned to my liking. A lot of people who are also testing this wax say that they have received good results. I don't know what wax wicks and jars they're using, but I ain't liking it. So yeah, measure my fragrance oil right now for my first tester. This one I'm doing is for, I already have the names for my candles too, because I've been planning this since last year. Y'all know, just because of school and stuff, I just hadn't had the time to like really pour into it. So I've already been working on these names. I have all these candle scents named already. I'm just hoping that they will work in this wax. So this one is going to be my version of a birthday cake candle. I'm not calling it birthday cake. I'm calling it something else. And my plan with this is to release a birthday box that can be customized on my site so people can use it as a gifting option. So that's what I'm hoping for. So if this goes well and it performs well in this wax, my goal is to have my birthday boxes launched and available around my birthday, which is June 21st. So that's the goal for my birthday boxes. We'll see how that works. Y'all, I'll be real precise with my fragrance oil. Okay, so my process with this wax is just like, I feel like I may have heated this too. I done started talking to y'all and then lost track of time. But my process with this wax, I use the same process I do with coconut apricot wax. If you guys are interested, excuse me, I'm saying excuse me like y'all right here, but I'm reaching over y'all. If you guys are interested in my process, of how I make candles, I have released on my website a candle making guide for coconut apricot wax. It's my exact process that I use for my business. The same way that I make candles for my business is what I shared in that candle making guide for coconut apricot wax in straight sided jars. So if you're interested in learning how to make candles for your business or just for gifting or whatever, using the same jars that I use, then yeah, I have that available for you guys. And within that candle making guide, I also have direct links to all of my suppliers where I get fragrance oil, my wax. I provide you multiple suppliers where you can get the wax from, where I get my wicks from, all of my tools like this little guy right here, my thermometer, my spatula, everything. I provide you guys with everything you need to get started. And so the whole goal with me releasing that to you guys is so that you can have a step-by-step guide that can get you started in selling candles quickly. You know, sometimes we just need somewhere to start. And even if you don't decide to use the exact same jars that I use, if your jars have a very similar diameter to mine, to these straight-sided jars, then you can use these as a reference. So the wicks and stuff the wick sizes and stuff that I provide, you can use it as a reference, so you can at least have a starting point. Yeah, you know, and relative to your jars and what you're using. And I'm going to stir. I stir for 1 minute. Now on their website it says stir for it says stir for 30 seconds, but I stir for a minute. And that ain't failed me yet. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
And go ahead and pour the first one. And guys, I am pouring these candles wickless because I want to make sure that I have the flexibility to change wicks if I need to, and that is the perfect pour. Y'all knowing that candle math is really important. It helps you not to waste product. All right, so tester number 1. Let's move on to the next one. While we're waiting for this wax to melt, I want to start a segment on my channel called Talk About It Tuesday. And this is where I want to kind of bring the mental health, the girl talk aspect to my channel. This is how I want to kind of share a little bit of my testimony, a little bit of my story with you guys. And also it's my way to kind of, I don't know, connect with you guys on a different level. My pastor always says, you know, that part of our purpose is to help the person that you used to be, or for me to help the person that I used to be. And so when I think about, you know, my purpose and how I am finally like aligning myself to walk in my purpose and to do the work that I was destined to do as a therapist and as an advocate for women and children and families and all the other things that I have like really on my heart to do, I feel like I should also use this platform to do it. I started to do that process before a couple years ago. I have a video on my channel where I discussed my experience being in a domestic violence relationship, an abusive relationship for 6 years. I talked about that, probably not as I was open and candid, but I was still very afraid. So, and I was still very guarded, and I was still very worried about what people would think. But I walk in a different authority now, and I have a different kind of, I don't know, I have a different perception of myself. I have a different perception of people, and I have a different kind of strength now. And so I feel like I can talk about those things in authority, and with, you know, and be reflective and be open and vulnerable and be raw with you guys. And I feel like I'm kind of like being pushed. I know I'm being pushed. I've been pushed to do this for years, but I just wasn't ready, y'all. But I am now. And so I just want to kind of, I want to start a segment on my channel called Talk About It Tuesday, where we talk about some of the hard things that we go through in our families. Sorry, y'all, my battery died, so I had to switch my batteries. Very disrespectful, camera. but yeah, so like back to what I was saying. I think it's important, you know, that we build a community where we know that we're not alone, and where we're breaking the stigma and making it okay to talk about these things, and we're not kind of like suffering in silence, you know. I was one of those people. Like I'm a high functioning person who has PTSD, who has anxiety, and who historically over the years, not currently and at this moment, but in the past have struggled with depression. What, baby?
Are you recording?
I am.
Why?
Because I wanted to record for my YouTube channel.
Can I come into?
Yeah, hold on, baby. Mommy's talking about something really important, okay? And then you can come. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, historically have had some of my own personal struggles with depression, you know. And in our community, we don't talk about it, you know. We're told to be strong, to pray about it, to push through. And we go through our lives just carrying all this heaviness, this emotional weight, and we don't learn how to function in a healthy way under stress, in responses to trauma, in response to danger. You know, we build up this facade and we wear masks, and it keeps us from living in our truth. It keeps us from being able to truly be happy. It impacts our relationships. It impacts the way we parent when we become parents ourselves. It impacts the way we see the world. Like, it's so far reaching, you know what I mean? And so I want to start to dive into having those conversations because I know it's needed. And so what do you guys think? What are some things you guys want to talk about? What are some things you guys are curious about? Y'all, when I tell you I have a story, I have a story. Y'all wouldn't believe half the things that I've been through and half the things that I've experienced. Hell, I can't believe half the things I've been through and half the things I've experienced. And I will say it's only been by the grace of God that I'm here, you know. And my faith is important to me, you know, so it is something that I talk about in context and in relation to my own personal struggles. Want to apologize for that, you know, that's just a part of me, but I don't push my beliefs on anyone else. I share with the hopes that it can inspire and be helpful to people out there, but I don't push my beliefs on other people. I just allow God's love and his light to shine through me as much as possible. But yeah, I just want to kind of like put that out there. I'm interested to know what you guys think. If you made it this far, drop me a black heart in the comment section below, so that I know you made it this far. And if you have any suggestions or comments or ideas about some topics that you would like for us to discuss, you know, in our Talk About It Tuesday segments, then let me know. It is 2 o'clock and I need to speed this candle making process up because I have class at 5. And so I want to get all 4 of these testers poured before I have to do class. Thank God we're meeting virtually today, so I don't have to drive. My campus is an hour away. So my God, I'm so, oh, this smells so good. My But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here so that I can whip these last 4 candles out. I'll be sharing my testing process in upcoming videos, and if you guys have any questions, yeah, baby, come on. Be careful because this right here is hot, so don't go over there. Okay, come on. Over here, baby. Right here so they can see you. Over here, Pumpkin. My poor baby, she has no sense of direction. Okay, here she is. Y'all, okay, so before I go, I know I said I was about to go, y'all, but here's my little one. She's 5 years old now, and she just lost her first tooth. Oh my God. Y'all, it's happening too fast. My baby is growing up way too fast. But this mama's baby, I love you. Okay. Alright guys, so that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video, finish up these candles, and I'll see you guys back for another one. Remember that you are perfectly imperfect. Love all of you because God does, and so do I. I will see y'all in my next video, and until then, y'all be blessed. Deuces.